gentle step.
Oh, like this, y'all. Now, this is one thing y'all need to see is that the taper, the transition from the 2 to the 2.5 inside here is a taper instead of a, that would be a lot of turbulence would build up. It was just a step down. So that's nice.
Very smooth.
That's very nice. Yeah. All right, Jeff. What else would you like to show everybody at Pro Cleaners Network?
Well, this is what we call the super strap.
Okay, sure.
And you can see it's obviously a hose holder.
Right.
But it has a secondary purpose of being a stair hook. And then we would use it just the opposite. I'm using it right now.
Okay. Okay.
This replaces that metal hook.
Okay.
I would go around like this would be really useful in an ornate banister. Anywhere that you don't want to scratch, chip the paint, anything, because there's no metal parts. So I can put this around a couple of spokes on a banister.
Yeah.
And I can put this around the vacuum hose. And this is the only stair hook that accommodates 2.5-inch vacuum hose. Sorry about that. There we go.
That's nice. Oh, check that out. This Velcro's over real fast, y'all.
So this is on the banister.
Yeah, sure.
And this is your stair hook. And it comes with a handle, so it's good for storing the hose in the van.
So you can go ahead and just bundle your hose, strap it, and this gives you a carrying handle?
Absolutely.
Nice. Real nice.
And another feature, if you're the kind of guy who's carrying in 50 feet of hose,
sure,
you want 50 feet of solution,
right,
50 feet of vacuum, just put the solution here. So you've got your 50-foot coil of solution. This will actually hold up to 100 feet.
I see.
50 feet of solution, 50 feet of vacuum, throw it over your shoulder, carry it in.
That is nice.
Hang it in the van, you're done.
Now I saw yesterday you actually had this on your waist doing something.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, when you're working,
tell us about that. Let me
grab
get
this 2-inch leader.
Okay, here's your leader.
All right, I've just kicked the hose down the stairs.
All right, Jeff, go ahead.
I've cleaned upstairs, and I've worked back to the stairs. I'm working down the stairs here. I've got this already on the hose, because it was holding it while I was working. I loosen it, I slide my slack down the stairs, I tighten it back up. This is previously on the banister right here. It's on the banister. I take it off the banister, throw it around my waist. Doing that one wrong. Alright, now I've got my vac hose out of my way.
Look at that, y'all.
I've got it hooked to my stair tool. And I can clean my risers,
that's nice.
clean my steps. I'm moving back. It's out of my way. Yes.
You had to get this myself for doing service. Just give me a run of milk. You don't run milk. I'm sorry.
Hey, Steve, how you doing? We're making a show right now.
Give us a minute to finish the show. Okay, guys, we're here back with Jeff from Pro Cleaners Network, and he's got his wand. Now, I know you've probably heard about this wand, and a lot of people haven't seen this wand, so we're going to give you a good look at exactly what he's done here on this wand. This is the whole secret of his concept. He's not only increased our airflow moving to the truck mount, he has increased the water flow going to the carpet, and that in turn has got the heat from the truck to the carpet, because it's not laying in the hose so long, it's traveling faster to the carpet. So
we're moving more thermal energy.
More thermal energy is being transferred directly to the carpet.
We call this one the Greenhorn wand.
Okay, green.
It's a high performance wand that's at an economy price.
Sure.
This wand, starting from the top and working down, we replace a few components from the standard wand.
Sure.
This has got the heat shrink, 2 layers of heat shrink for insulation. Because when they move hot water faster,
sure,
you actually feel it coming back up to the vacuum.
Absolutely, I bet this gets very hot.
Notably hotter.
Oh yeah.
You move that much more water, it's hotter. We've got a feather touch control valve. It only requires 1 finger to squeeze, and you only move it 1/8 of an inch.
Nice.
It's real comfortable to use because this is a 2-inch tube.
Yes.
So anything we can do to make that a little easier.
I see. So you're having to reach around that. So
that's right.
That's nice.
You can do.
Very nice. And here you have an inline filter?
Always. We always put
an
inline filter on these.
Yeah, that way you don't have to sit there and take all those little filters out of the jets.
Yeah, I don't like the filters
That's
down
nice.
below.
Very nice.
And we always run with a stainless quick connect, a little more durable.
Right.
Stainless valve. This is a thermoplastic solution line.
Sure.
It's a line that's insulated.
Right.
Because I'm not real fond of 200-degree burns on my forearm or my hand.
Right.
So I don't use a metal line. So it's insulated. It keeps the water hotter. It keeps the operator safe.
Sure. And there's just a few things that's impressed me in this industry. This is something that's very impressive. It's not just your, it's actually something new. It's not a, it's a new whole concept. The way that you've actually increased the airflow from the truck mounts. You take your existing truck mount and just go to his 2.5-inch modification. You can actually hear the truck mount not running as hard. It's not under a load. It's not pulling as much vacuum just to get the air through the 2-inch hose. So you can actually hear.
You can see the laboring stop.
Sure. And what that's going to do for your truck mount, by not loading it down as much, is going to increase the life of the engine, and it's also going to cut down your gallons per minute on the actual consumption. We don't know what it would be, but it's something. Okay. And
most units will actually get better mileage.
Sure. Yeah, on gas consumption. Because we got to have the 15 inches of mercury or 16 to pull the air through the vacuum hose. That's what we're trying to do with it. And he just went to 2.5, and it relieved all that energy being used to do that. And
the back pressure.
The back pressure. He's transferred that down to these nozzles to the jet, increase the velocity. So I've talked to a lot of people that's converted to the Greenie wine, and his total setup is not a tremendous amount of money to get converted. He's got all the adapters to get adapted to your truck mount. He's also got it covered to actually use existing 2-inch on the recovery tank with the Y adapters. This here is, he can also help you modify your existing one. He has kits here where you can go ahead and take your existing one, depending on what one you have, and modify it into a greenhorn one. So this is this type of manifold.
Yeah, it won't work on everyone.
Sure. But he's working on, not just where you have to buy his greenhorn one. You can actually, there's a lot of ones you can modify what you already have, so that's pretty nice.
There's little things we can do for most people.
Right. Maybe talk about the pump a little fast. All right. Your Baco.
Well, we've got two valves.
Sure.
This is a Canadian-made valve.
All right. Come on.
This is a Canadian valve. It's called the Baco valve, and we're actually quite fond of it because it's got an aluminum construction and it's got stainless steel guts. We put the cap on there to serve as a strainer to keep debris out. But it's just an intake. It's a precision vacuum relief intake valve. You can hear that actuate. It's a very positive action.
Right.
It's normally resting in the closed position. So you have 100% of the vacuum in the system reaching the wand. When it hits a level of vacuum, a preset point on this valve, it should be 15 inches.
Sure.
See here, right there, 15. So this one's set at 15. At about 14 3/4, she's going to start to open. Not before that. So it's that 12, 13, 14 range that guys are cleaning in, where you got 100% going to the wand. When it does hit a load that put a demand on the system, she breaks, sucks in some air, and resets.
I've actually used these, and this will increase the performance of your truck mount like you can't believe. Basically, what this valve does, it stays shut all the way to 15 inches of mercury. And as Jeff was saying, that we're cleaning, if you got the wand down and you're cleaning, you're normally around 12 inches, right? So if you've got a spring type relief valve, it's open. It's 6 inches, it's 7, it's open a little bit. That's